Hey there, global citizens! Today, we're diving into a fascinating development that's shaking up the financial world. India and Russia are shaking things up in the world of money. These two nations are making headlines with their bold financial moves. They're talking about ditching the US dollar for their trade deals. Yes, you heard that right. No more relying on the greenback for their transactions. Instead, they're looking at a dynamic exchange rate between the Indian rupee and the Russian ruble. This means the value of their currencies will be more flexible and responsive to market conditions. Think of it like a financial handshake. No middleman needed. This direct exchange could streamline their trade processes and reduce costs. Why is this a big deal? Well, it could change how these two big economies do business. By bypassing the US dollar, they can have more control over their financial interactions. It also shows the world that they're serious about working together. This partnership could strengthen their economic ties and foster greater collaboration. But hold up, let's break it down. What does this mean for the global economy and for you? What does dynamic exchange rate even mean? Essentially, it's a system where the exchange rate between two currencies can fluctuate based on supply and demand. This can lead to more competitive pricing and potentially better deals for both countries. It's a bold move that could set a precedent for other nations. So, keep an eye on this space, because the financial landscape is evolving, and India and Russia are at the forefront of this change. Stay tuned, global citizens, as we watch this new bridge between old friends unfold. It's an exciting time for international finance. Okay, imagine a seesaw, the kind you played on as a kid. On one side, you've got the Indian rupee. It's colorful, vibrant, and represents the economy of India. On the other side, the Russian ruble. Equally important, it stands for the economic strength of Russia. A dynamic exchange rate means the seesaw goes up and down based on what's happening in the market. It's constantly in motion, reflecting real-time changes. If more people want rupees, the rupee side goes up. This could be due to increased foreign investment or higher demand for Indian goods and services. If more people are digging rubles, the ruble side rises. Maybe Russia's exports are booming, or there's a surge in tourism. It's all about supply and demand, baby. Traders and investors are constantly buying and selling currencies, making the seesaw move. This is different from a fixed exchange rate where the seesaw is stuck. No matter what happens in the market, the value doesn't change. No matter what happens, the value stays the same. Boring. Fixed rates are like a classroom where nothing exciting ever happens. But with a dynamic exchange rate, it's like a lively classroom where things are always changing, keeping everyone on their toes. So, next time you think about exchange rates, just picture that seesaw. Up and down, reflecting the ever-changing world of global finance. So, why are India and Russia sidelining the mighty dollar? First off, using a third currency like the dollar is like having to translate everything you say. It's a hassle and costs extra money. Direct trade in rupees and rubles cuts out the middleman. Second, it gives India and Russia more control. They don't have to play by the US's rules. This is especially important now with all the crazy sanctions and stuff happening in the world. Smoother transactions, stronger ties. This new Rupee-Rouble system could be a game changer. Imagine Indian businesses buying Russian oil and paying directly in rupees. Russian companies buying Indian pharmaceuticals and paying in rubles. No more messing around with dollars. This makes trade faster, cheaper, and easier. Plus, it brings India and Russia closer. They're not just trading partners anymore, they're financial allies. The RBI building bridges with banknotes. Leading the charge on the Indian side is the Reserve Bank of India, the RBI. They're like the cool kids in finance figuring out how this whole Rupee-Rouble thing is gonna work. They're talking to Russian banks, setting up new rules and making sure everything runs smoothly. It's a big job, but someone's gotta do it. A new chapter for India and Russia? This is a significant moment in the history of both nations. This Rupee-Rouble move is a big deal. It represents a shift in how these two countries are approaching their economic strategies. It shows that India and Russia are serious about changing the global financial game. By trading in their own currencies, they are reducing their dependence on the US dollar. Will it work? Who knows? There are many factors at play, and the global economy is unpredictable. But it's definitely something to watch. The implications of this move could be far-reaching, affecting not just India and Russia, but the entire world. So, what do you think? Are we witnessing the beginning of a new economic era? Is this the start of something big or just a lot of hype? Experts are divided and only time will tell. Let me know in the comments. Your opinion matters and we want to hear from you. And hey, share this video. The more people join the conversation, the better. Let's get the world talking about rupees and rubles. This could be the beginning of a major shift in global finance.